Hey guys, this is a tutorial for installing the cryptocurrency portfolio tracker on a fresh WordPress installation. I'll also show you how to prevent non-logged in users from being able to access the portfolio. So this is a good way to keep this site on the internet and protected from anybody except those who have logins. To get started, I am actually going to start at a WordPress installation screen. There are countless tutorials out there on the internet to get you to a starting point for WordPress. I recommend using DigitalOcean's WordPress VPS. It's fairly inexpensive, it's easy to use and maintain, and I'm going to include a link at the in the description for this video. But when you're at this point, you would choose your language. I'm going to choose my language, which is English. Give your site a name. I'm just going to call it Portfolio and put in a username. I recommend keeping the password in place that WordPress recommends, but since this is going to be just a dummy site that I'm going to get rid of, I'm going to use a password that's very easy for me to remember because I'm going to be logging out of the site in this tutorial. Since it's such a weak password, I have to confirm that I'm using a weak password. Put in your email address. I'm going to put in a dummy one. And I would check this box off so this prevents Google Bing from indexing the site so that it won't come up in any Google results, right? So let's install WordPress. Cool, it's installed. So now let's log in with that username and password. Great, so we're at a fresh installation of WordPress. So we need to install two plugins, one of them being optional. So the first one is going to be the cryptocurrency portfolio tracker plugin. So if you go to plugins, add new, cryptocurrency tracker. And then you're going to see this one by Matt Gargano with the Ripple symbol. Install now. This is going to download the zip, unzip it, and place it into your plugins directory, essentially installing the plugin. It's installed. Let's activate it. Great. You'll see it's active here. Let's add one more plugin. This is optional. This is a plugin that makes sure that you're logged in to WordPress to view the site. So if you do that same plugins, add new, and then you type force login, you'll see this red icon with a key in the middle by Kevin Vest. Let's install that as well. Great, it's installed, and let's activate it. You'll see force login is active here, right? So now let's next install a theme that outputs the table from the plugin fairly well. I didn't build this theme, but when I did a little bit of research, I found it. So if we go to themes, add new. So let's start. Let's go back to the dashboard. So you go to appearance, themes, add new, and it is called Bootstrap Fast, one word. So B-O-O-T-S-T-R-A-P, Fast. It's the only one that comes up. Let's install it. This is going to do something similar to the plugin and activate it. Excellent. So we have the theme that's going to output the cryptocurrency portfolio setup. We have the two plugins that are going to allow us to enter in our portfolio and force somebody to be logged in activated as well, right? So now it's time to enter in our portfolio holdings. So if we go to settings, cryptocurrency, you're going to see the ability to add in a purchase or add coin. So let's start adding in our portfolio. So we'll start with Bitcoin. You can enter in one of, I believe it's over 100 different currencies. So let's start with Bitcoin. Let's enter in one purchase at $15,000. So this is the total spend. So we bought one Bitcoin. The price of the Bitcoin was $15,000. Then let's say we made a subsequent purchase of 1/2 of a Bitcoin. It was still trading at $15,000, but we bought it at our total spend was $7,500. So we bought 1/2 a Bitcoin for $7,500. Let's say we bought 100 Ripple at a price of $1 a Ripple, so we spent $100 total. And lastly, we bought let's say we bought Litecoin, we bought 5 of them at $100 a piece, so we spent $500. So we click Save Changes. Our portfolio will now be entered. It's going to combine the Bitcoin purchases when it gets output, which is super helpful if you're making multiple purchases of the same type of coin. We can later add in more purchases, and we can remove purchases in the event that we sell. So our portfolio is set up, so we just need to output it. So if you go to Pages on the left-hand side, Add New, we can enter in a title for this page. I'm going to call it Portfolio. And then in the content of the page, we have to put what's called a shortcode in WordPress. There's a specific shortcode for the cryptocurrency portfolio tracker plugin, which to output it, you would start with a square bracket, type cryptocurrency, one word, underscore table, and then close square bracket, and publish. After it's published, we're going to see there's a permalink, and this is the link to this to see the portfolio. We would just open that. I'm going to open it in a new tab. And here we can see our portfolio and information about it. So if you see here, here's our purchase of Bitcoin. It combined the 1.5 to 1.5. It gives us our total spend, the current price of 1 Bitcoin, the total what it's worth, the percentage gain or loss, and the net gain or loss, right? And it's doing the exact same thing for Ripple and for Litecoin. And then at the very bottom, the last row is your total portfolio, how much you've spent, how much it's worth, how much you've gained percentage-wise, and how much you've netted. So now that we're seeing how to do this, we could take a look and see how it looks on mobile. So if I use my inspector and turn on, this is the iPhone view, you see it lines it up in a very easy to see and read way on the phone. So you can put this, you can save this as a bookmark or save it to your home screen on your phone and have easy access to your portfolio. Now the last thing I want to show you is, since we installed that optional force login plugin, if I log out, let me save the URL. If I log out of WordPress and I try to look at my portfolio, it's going to redirect me to the login screen. So I can only see it if I'm logged in. So let me log in. And now I can see my portfolio. So this is a good way to have it on the internet, but protected behind WordPress's authentication. And you'll be able to see your portfolio on the go on your phone or on your desktop, and track how you're doing. So good luck trading, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments below.